Stop what you're doing. Right now. Put your phone down. Close that other tab. Because what I'm about to reveal to you in the next few minutes will either change everything, or you'll dismiss it and stay exactly where you are for the rest of your life. Here's what's happening. You found this video at the exact moment. You need to hear this. Not yesterday. Not tomorrow. Today. And I can prove it. If you're struggling financially right now, type money in the comments. If you're stuck in a job you hate, type freedom in the comments. If you feel like you're living someone else's life, type authentic in the comments. Go ahead. Do it now. I'll wait. Okay, keep watching because what I'm about to show you is going to sound impossible. But by the end of this video, you're going to understand why some people seem to have everything go their way, while others maybe you feel like you're pushing a boulder uphill every single day. And here's the thing that's going to make you question everything. It has nothing to do with luck, talent, or who you know. The story that will haunt you if you don't act. Let me tell you about two people. Same age, same background, same starting point. But their lives went in completely opposite directions, and what caused the difference will shock you. Person 1. Sarah. 5 years ago, she was 47, zero in debt, living in her parents' basement at 32, working at a call center making $12 an hour. Everyone, including her family, had given up on her. She had given up on herself. Person 2, Michael. Same debt. Same basement situation. Same dead-end job. Same family disappointment. Here's where it gets interesting. Sarah made one decision that changed everything. Not a business decision, not a career move, not an investment. One mental decision that transformed her entire reality within 90 days. Michael? He's still at that call center. Still complaining about his boss. Still waiting for his big break. What was Sarah's decision? Keep watching, because I'm going to tell you exactly what she did. But first, type ready in the comments if you want to know what separated these two people. Type skeptical if you think this sounds too good to be true. Be honest. I need to know who I'm talking to here. The moment everything clicked. Here's what Sarah discovered that night in her parents' basement, crying after another humiliating day at work. She realized that her outer world was nothing more than a printout of her inner world. Wait, don't click away. Stay with me. That sounds like fluffy spiritual nonsense, right? That's what Sarah thought too. But then she tested it. And what happened next defied everything she thought she knew about how life works. If you're still here, type testing in the comments. Sarah started an experiment. For 30 days, she would act ASIF. She was already the successful person she wanted to become. Not fake it till you make it. Not pretend. But actually embody the energy, the thoughts, the decisions of someone who was already living her dream life. Day 7. Her supervisor asked if she wanted extra responsibilities. Day 12. She got a random call about a freelance opportunity. Day 18. Someone she barely knew offered her a business partnership. Day 23. She found $500 in an old jacket pocket money she forgot she had. Day 30. She quit her job to run her own business. Coincidence? Type coincidence if you think this was just luck. Type pattern if you're starting to see something deeper, the science that will blow your mind. Here's where this gets really interesting and why I need you to pay close attention. Neuroscientists have discovered something that changes everything we thought we knew about reality. Your brain right now, as you're watching this, is literally creating your future. Every thought you think is building neural pathways. Every emotion you feel is programming your subconscious. Every mental image you create is setting up patterns that your brain will work 24/7 to make real. But here's the part that will shock you. Your brain doesn't know the difference between something that's actually happening and something you're vividly imagining. To your subconscious mind, a detailed visualization feels exactly like a memory. Pause and think about that. This means you can literally program your future by controlling what you visualize and feel today. If this blows your mind, type mind blown in the comments. If you've experienced this personally, Type proof and share your story. The terrifying truth about your current programming. Now, here's what's probably happening to you right now and why your life might feel stuck. Every day, you're programming your brain, but you're doing it unconsciously. You're running old programs installed by your parents' financial fears, your teachers' limitations, your friends' doubts, your past failures. Society's rules about how life works. Stop. Think about this. What story do you tell yourself about money? About success? About what's possible for someone like you? In the comments, complete this sentence. People like me don't. Go ahead, write it. This is important. Whatever you just wrote or thought, that is the program running your life. And until you change that program, nothing else will change. The 3 a.m. revelation that changes everything. At 3 a.m. last Tuesday, something hit me that I've never shared publicly before. I realized why most people stay stuck their entire lives while a small group of people seem to have everything go their way. It's not about positive thinking. It's not about working harder. It's not about having the right connections. It's about understanding that reality is responsive. What does that mean? Reality, your circumstances, opportunities, the people you meet, the ideas you get, responds to your inner state, like an echo responds to your voice. If you're starting to get chills, type chills in the comments. Most people try to change their circumstances first, then hope they'll feel different. But that's backwards. You have to change your inner state first, and then watch your circumstances reshape themselves to match. This is why Sarah's life changed so fast. This is why some people seem lucky. This is why you might feel stuck. The exercise that proves this is real. I want you to try something right now. Actually, do this. Don't just read about it. Close your eyes for 30 seconds. Imagine you just received a text message that changed everything for you. The opportunity you've been waiting for. The breakthrough you've been praying for. The solution to your biggest problem. Feel it in your body. Let the relief, excitement, and gratitude fill you up. Make it as real as possible. Now, open your eyes. How do you feel? Different than you did 60 seconds ago. That's the power of your mind, creating your reality in real time. Type different if you actually felt a shift. Type skeptical if you think this is nonsense. Either way, I want to know. Your honesty helps everyone. The daily practice that millionaires use but never talk about. Here's something that will probably shock you. I've interviewed dozens of highly successful people, millionaires, CEOs, top performers in every field. And almost all of them have some version of this daily practice, but they never talk about it publicly because they think people will judge them. They spend time every day in their future, not planning, not strategizing, but actually living in their desired reality through detailed visualization and feeling. Warren Buffett does it. Oprah talks about it. Jim Carrey wrote himself a 10 million check and visualized receiving it years before it happened. But here's the key part everyone misses. They don't just visualize the outcome, they visualize and feel themselves being the type of person who naturally creates those outcomes. If you're ready to learn the exact process, type "Teach me" in the comments. The 7-day challenge that scares most people. All right, here's where we separate the people who just want to feel good from the people who actually want to change their lives. I'm going to give you a 7-day challenge. It's simple, but most people won't do it because it requires something our society has trained out of us, the willingness to look foolish to become extraordinary. For 7 days, I want you to live AS. If your dream life is already happening, not pretend, not fake it, but make decisions, take actions, and hold energy AS if you're already the person living your ideal life. Day 1. Wake up and ask, how does the successful version of me start their day? Then do that. DAY. Before every decision, ask, what would the wealthy, healthy, confident version of me choose here? Then choose that. Day 3. Feel grateful for things that haven't happened yet, as if they already have. Day 4. Start treating yourself with the respect you'll have when you've achieved your goals. Day 5. Take one action you've been avoiding because you weren't ready. The successful you is ready. Day 6. Spend money on something that aligns with your future self. Within reason. Day 7. Tell someone about your dreams with the confidence of someone who knows they're inevitable. Type challenge accepted if you're actually going to do this. Type too scared if you're not ready yet. Be honest. There's no judgment here. But I need to know who's actually committed to change. The resistance that proves you're on the right track. When you start doing this work, something predictable will happen. Your mind will freak out. You'll hear thoughts like, "This is stupid. You're being ridiculous. People will think you're crazy. It's not working. You're not special enough for this to work for you." That resistance is proof you're breaking through. Your old programming is fighting to stay alive. The part of your brain that kept you safe by keeping you small is panicking because you're growing beyond its control. If you've felt this resistance before, type resistance in the comments. If you're feeling it right now, just thinking about this, type scared in the comments. The story you haven't heard. Remember Sarah from the beginning. Here's what I didn't tell you. The night she made her decision to change everything, she didn't just choose to act differently. She had what she calls her identity death moment. She realized that the person she had been, the broke, stuck, victim version of herself, had to die for the successful version to be born. This isn't metaphorical. This is literal. The neural pathways that kept her stuck had to be disrupted and replaced with new ones. The stories she told herself had to be completely rewritten. The energy she carried had to transform. It was terrifying. It was uncomfortable. It felt like losing herself. But what she found on the other side was her true self. The person she was meant to be before the world told her who she should be. Type ready to die if you're ready to let go of the limited version of yourself. Type not yet if you're still attached to your current identity. The moment of truth. Here's what's happening right now as you're reading this. Part of you is excited. Part of you is scared. Part of you believes this could work. Part of you thinks it's too good to be true, that internal conflict is normal. But you have to choose. Right here. Right now. You can close this video, go back to scrolling, and stay exactly where you are. Tell yourself this was interesting, but not practical. Make excuses about why it wouldn't work for you. Or you can decide that today is the day everything changes. That you're tired of living below your potential, that you're ready to bet on yourself even if it feels scary. Which person are you? Type old me if you're choosing to stay the same. Type new me if you're choosing to transform. The secret sauce. This changes everything. Here's the part that most people miss and why their attempts at change fail. You can't just change your actions. You have to change your identity. Most people try to do different things while still being the same person. But lasting change only happens when you become a different person who naturally does different things. Instead of saying, "I want to be wealthy," say, "I am someone who creates value and attracts abundance." Instead of, "I want to be confident," say, "I am someone who trusts themselves and takes bold action." Instead of, "I want to be healthy," say, "I am someone who honors their body and makes empowering choices." Feel the difference? The first is wanting. The second is being. In the comments, rewrite one of your goals as an identity statement. Start with, "I am someone who," the community that changes everything. Here's something powerful that's happening right now in this comment section. You're not alone. Look at all the people typing ready and challenge accepted and sharing their identity statements. These are your tribe. These are people who refuse to settle, people who believe in possibility, people who are committed to growth. Support each other, encourage each other, hold each other accountable. Find someone in the comments who resonates with you and say, "I see you and I believe in you." This community is your secret weapon. Success isn't a solo journey. Surround yourself with people who are playing at your level. The 90-day transformation timeline. Here's what typically happens when people commit to this work. Days 1-7, resistance, doubt, but small synchronicities start appearing. Days 8:21. Breakthrough moments, increased confidence. People start treating you differently. Days 22:45. Opportunities appear. Old patterns start dissolving. Momentum builds. Days 46:60. Major shifts in circumstances. Relationship changes. Financial improvements. Days 61:90. New identity solidified. Old life feels like a distant memory. Results accelerate. Where are you in this timeline right now? Type day 0 if you're just starting. Type your current day if you're already on the journey. The investment that pays forever. Everything I've shared with you today is free. But here's what I want you to invest. Invest your attention. Stop consuming random content and focus on material that supports your growth. Invest your energy. Stop spending time with people who drain you and start connecting with people who inspire you. Invest your faith. Stop betting against yourself and start believing in your potential. Invest your action. Stop waiting for permission and start taking steps toward your dreams. These investments will pay dividends for the rest of your life. The ripple effect you can't imagine. When you transform your life, you don't just change your experience. You change your family's experience, your children's experience, your community's experience. You become proof that transformation is possible. You give others permission to dream bigger and live more authentically. Your breakthrough becomes their breakthrough. Your courage becomes their courage. Your success becomes their possibility. If someone inspired you to believe in yourself, tag them in the comments and say thank you. The final test. I'm going to give you one final test to see if you're really ready for this. For the next 24 hours, monitor every word that comes out of your mouth. Every complaint, every excuse, every limitation you speak is programming your subconscious for more of the same. Replace "I can't afford it" with "How can I afford it?" "I'm not good at that" with "I'm learning to get good at that." "That's impossible" with "That's challenging but possible." I always struggle with this with "I'm overcoming this pattern." Type "Word Watch" if you're going to do this for 24 hours. Your words create your world. Change your words, change your life. The moment you've been waiting for. Everything I've shared with you tonight comes down to this moment, this choice, this decision. You can scroll away and forget this conversation ever happened. Or you can decide that this is the moment everything changes. Not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, not when circumstances are perfect. Now. The person you're meant to become is waiting for you to choose them. The life you're meant to live is waiting for you to claim it. The impact you're meant to make is waiting for you to step up. What's it going to be? Your declaration to the universe. If you've made it this far, you're ready. I want you to make a public declaration right now, not just to me, but to everyone in this community, to the universe, to yourself. In the comments below, complete this statement. I, your name, declare that I am ready to transform my life. I am committed to the 7-day challenge. I am choosing to become describe your future self. I will no longer accept describe what you're leaving behind. My transformation starts now. Post it. Make it real. Make it public. Then like this video to lock in your commitment. Share it to inspire someone else who needs to hear this. Subscribe so you don't miss the follow-up content that will support your journey. But most importantly, take action. Start today. Become the person you've always known you could be. The promise I make to you. I promise you this. If you commit to this work, if you do the practices, if you stay consistent, even when you don't see immediate results, your life will never be the same. Not because of magic, not because of luck, but because you'll have aligned your inner world with your desired outer world, and the universe has no choice but to respond. You are more powerful than you know. You are more capable than you believe. You are more deserving than you feel. Your time is now. Your moment is here. Your transformation starts today. Welcome to your new life. I'll see you in the comments. I'll see you in your success story. I'll see you when you become the person you're meant to be. Now go make it happen. Type "I'm in" if you're ready to transform. Share your biggest goal in one word. Tag someone who needs to see this. Like if this resonated with your soul. Subscribe for more transformation content. Comment your day one commitment. Your future self is watching. Make them proud.